to Cuba, and then they're slapping our hand, David, with these assaults on American diplomats. It's something out of a spy novel, but it's actually happened to these poor people.
Yeah, this is truly bizarre and a remarkable relationship that we have with Cuba that's undergone some, miraculous changes over the last few years. Now, it's worthwhile to note that we're not yet sure who is responsible for these attacks. It could be Cuba, but reporters and media reports suggest it could also be a third country. Either way, Cuba has a responsibility under the Vienna Convention, as Jose noted, to protect our diplomats and help us protect our diplomats. It sounds like they're cooperating with U.S. authorities and Canadian authorities in order to figure out why this happened, how this happened, and how to prevent it from happening in the future. That's important. There should be a response from the U.S. Perhaps we have to put in place some new sanctions, targeted sanctions to retaliate. Perhaps we have to do expulsions of more Cuban diplomats. We have to have a firm response. But it's also important to note that we have made some progress in the relationship with Cuba by opening up Cuba as a result of the normalization of relations. And that has helped the Cuban people, and it's made Cuba a less closed society.
I mean, if they are behind this attack, they don't seem to be, very grateful for the opening up of that relationship. I want to go back to both of you. I'm going to start with David quickly. Your response to the North Korea missile fire tonight.
Well, this is really unfortunate. Things had seemed to die down a little bit, quiet a little bit, but North Korea said that they might have a response to the new sanctions that were put in place this week in order to punish the companies that are helping support the financial sector in North Korea. Perhaps this is their response. There was a great report from Trump. He noted that these are short-range missiles, and that sounds like they have failed. So it was a pretty poor, weak response by North Korea, but certainly a provocation, and we have to see what the U.S. is going to do next. Certainly we need to push back again with strong language, and of course warning North Korea that all options are on the table, including military options.
No, I mean, this is clearly a further provocation, Jose. And